When you have two programs that have won the SWAC championship over the past 12 months that are going after the same athlete to bring him into their program, there must be something special about this young man that you have Jackson State and Alabama A&M looking to recruit this young man. Your favorite coach is going to go ahead and dive right on off into this thing right now. It's your favorite coach back at it again, 10 toes down, about to tell you how it all went down. This is Tomorrow Leader Sports Network with your host, Coach Walker. If you're new to the channel, please like, share, subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you can get all upcoming videos. For all my leaders out there, welcome back. Y'all know the drill. Y'all know the routine. If you haven't done so already, hit that notification bell so you can get all upcoming videos. Don't forget to like, comment, and share these videos as well. And tap in a friend or two and tell them to come on in. It's not but positive vibes over here. We just talking about HBCU sports, covering all conferences, letting everybody know, hey, look, we're just over here uplifting and celebrating the athletes because they're the ones out there putting in the work and doing some phenomenal things out there. So don't forget, you can follow us on social media. The links are listed down below in the description. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and tap on in this thing right now and get straight to it because as we see, recruiting offensive linemen has definitely become a hot commodity this offseason. Everyone is beginning to understand that not only are teams looking to bolster up their rosters with big-time defensive linemen, they're starting doing now with those offensive linemen as well, making sure that they have a complete team from top to bottom so that when they get out here and compete, they can compete out here on a top-tier level. Not to mention, they're looking to make sure that they have those offenses intact. So when they get in these games, they got to put points on the board. They got the necessary pieces to do it. If you don't have those big uglies up front that's able to help you get in those trenches and do the little things, you know those little things where it's 4th and 2 and you got to get those tough yards to keep those chains moving. And you need those big uglies up front to make sure they dig in and really drive it home on that defense and let them know, hey, look, we're going to get these 2 yards, maybe 3 more, because we're going to keep these chains moving to keep your offense from getting on the field. Or better yet, we're looking to drive down the field for the game-winning field goal or touchdown. And you already know there's going to be a couple of teams, well, a couple of games that is, where that type of play is going to be significant because it could either keep you from playing for the SWAC championship or it can make your season where you're in contention to play for the SWAC championship. So, like I said before, the shift is beginning to happen in the SWAC where teams are looking to recruit those big-time offensive linemen as well as they recruit running backs, quarterbacks, and receivers. But understand this. Your offense must have those big uglies up front to block for that quarterback, block for those running backs, and block for those receivers for them to be able to put them points on the board. Without them, what do you have? You got your quarterback getting knocked around all season long, possibly getting injured. Your running back's not able to do anything. The receiver's not going to catch no passes because the quarterback can't get the ball down the field because he doesn't have enough time to do it. But this young man that's coming into the fold here between these two programs, which, man, he going to have a monster decision to make on his hand. This young man comes from Sam Houston. And it's already been stated by a few people already who state that this young man will be the best to do it because he has all of the necessary tools to get the job done on the field of play as an offensive lineman. This young man that Coach Prime and Coach Maynor are looking to bring into their program is none other than Eliasa Anderson, 6'4", 306-pound offensive guard, offensive tackle, and offensive center. He plays the whole interior offensive line, guys. 3-star recruit. When he graduated from high school in 2017, he was ranked 1,099 nationally, 101 at the tackle position, and 153 in the state of Texas. He is a grad student with 1 year of eligibility left. This young man has some major programs looking to recruit him into their program for that last ride, just like they were trying to recruit him when he was coming out of high school back in 2017. And now that he's in the transfer portal, you already know it's heating up for him once again. And the schools that's looking to bring him into their program is none other than Toledo, Northwestern State, Austin Peay, Southern Illinois, Jackson State University, Southeastern Louisiana, Alabama A&M University, and Delaware. He went to Baylor University coming out of high school, and he redshirted as a true freshman. Now, in his second year of college, he redshirted again, only playing 4 games, but started 2. As I stated initially in the beginning of the video, Anderson is a hot commodity because he can play all of the positions on the interior line of scrimmage, from left to right as well as center. Left tackle, left guard, center, right tackle, right guard. I mean, this young man is a true commodity to have out there on the field. As you've already seen in the previous video that I talked about, Coach Hugh Jackson, he is recruiting players like that. Just in case if a player goes down, you can insert this player into the offensive line without it being a problem, and your offense can continue to keep moving the ball in the same manner as it did when the previous player went out of the game. Something similar to how they do things in the NFL. So it's almost like teams are now beginning to prep their players up to get them ready to go to the next level. And I believe that's what Coach Prime and Coach Maynor is looking to do with their program. Sam Houston utilized his talents, basically playing him in that manner, which across the interior line of scrimmage, in which he played 11 games in his first season with the Bearcats. Now remember, Sam Houston won the FCS championship in 2020, in which he was a part of that team. Anderson last 2 seasons played 21 games at the left and right tackle position. When I say this big fella can move, he can pull from left to right, sealing blocks on the second level, making sure that that linebacker doesn't shoot up the field on him and get to that running back to stop the play. When I tell you right now, this young man goes out there and play like he's hungry every play that the ball is being snapped. This young man is truly a phenomenal talent. And let me tell you something, he plays with a chip on his shoulder, letting the opposing defenders know this is going to be a war out here today. And I'm not going to leave this field laying on my belly. That's going to be you. He expects his teammates to leave it all out there on the field. And if you're not a champion, he don't want you on the team. Better yet, let me let you hear this for yourself.
If you're not here to win a championship, you do not belong here. Champion!
Now, I can see why Coach Maynor and Coach Prime is looking to bring this young man into their program and want him to become a part of their offensive line, because I'm going to say right now, the offensive line of scrimmage, he knows how to play them all. He understands how to play all of the positions, making sure that their offense does not miss a beat with moving that ball down the field. The one glowing attribute about this young man is his leadership. Anderson does have a few offensive colleges outside of Alabama A&M and Jackson State, as I stated above. I'm glad to see that these SWAC coaches are stepping up to get out here and get after these athletes, especially on the offensive line, to bring these guys in to let them know, hey, listen, we're interested in you becoming a part of our program. Eliasa Anderson, you got a lot of coaches out here looking for you to become a part of their program, especially with this being your last ride. I'm hoping you pick a HBCU, and I look forward to seeing you lock horns with opposing defenders next season in your last ride. And trust and believe, you got a new fan in me. But until next time, if you like the content, please like, share, subscribe. Hit that notification bell to get all upcoming videos. And remember, be the one and lead.